Sarah, I'm going to start with you. How much do you think this is Snap specific and the issues that they're clearly having with what Apple has now done in terms of privacy and whatnot? And how much do you think this is across the board?
I mean, I think that we're about to find that out, right? Is Snap a canary in the coal mine for online ad dollars? Or are the problems it's having Snapchat specific? And, they've been trying everything. They're launching desktop. They have a paid subscription product. They're doing a stock buyback. Their founders, aren't taking any salary as CEO and CXOs, and they still can't get the price to go anywhere but down. So, I mean, there's a real question here of, is Snap still relevant? Is it kind of losing out to peers like Instagram on a much bigger platform at Meta and TikTok, which is just much more, probably day-to-day relevant for a younger generation now. And then, you also have people like Twitter that are, taking up so much oxygen on shows like this that I don't know if Snapchat's problems are an ad dollar problem or just a lack of relevancy problem.
Gunjan, what are you hearing from investors? I mean, this was a stock that, remember, after the IPO, it swooned in a very big way. Then it sort of had this remarkable return or comeback on expectations that it was actually not just sticking around, but was going to excel. And now we've had this sort of shift backwards again.
People, especially institutional investors, have been very, very pessimistic heading into this earnings season. I think the Snap result shows you why. Because these types of moves down almost 30% pre-market have been a feature of this year, not just a one-time thing. Think Facebook, Amazon, the huge one-day moves they were logging. And Snap, it's striking how quickly things have deteriorated for the company. Just a few months ago, it issued a profit warning and its shares fell 40% in one day. Here we are in July, and now they're down another 30%. I think this shows you that, it might be time to buckle up for investors. And what we're seeing is investors are bracing for an incredibly, incredibly rocky earnings season. We're seeing that in the options market, where people are betting on the biggest moves around earnings since the third quarter of 2020.
Gunjan, before I go back to Sarah, what do you think the chances are this company becomes a takeover target at some point?
I'm sure this is going to trigger chatter about that, though it seems like, the executives are hanging on for now. They've said they're going to be there for the next few years.
Sarah, what do you think about that prospect, given that Twitter's finally getting, well, we'll see, finally. We'll see whether it's taking over or not.
Twitter, no. But, I think you can't not look at the market cap at Snap and at least think that somebody might consider it. Obviously, the big players like Meta are probably off the table for antitrust reasons. And there's questions about, how much the SEC and Lina Khan are going to keep, Silicon Valley antitrust issues in their crosshairs, preventing a big tie-up. But certainly, if you think there's value there, the price looks pretty good to consider a take private at under $30 billion.
I'm not thinking of a big tech company. I'm thinking actually more of the likes of like a Walmart or somebody like that who's expressed interest, if you remember, historically in companies like TikTok, and whether you think that somebody like that would step up, given the price tag that we have on the
Snap has never driven revenue, has never driven consumer spend or online ad dollars in the way that an Instagram or even now a TikTok, right? It's normal now for TikTok to make individual SKUs just completely sell out because a product will go viral, right? Or a hack, as they say, will go viral. Snapchat doesn't have that. So if you're, a Walmart, especially kind of in your, post Mark Lowry, postjet.com, buy everything you can era, I don't know, if you really think that Snap is going to drive the shopping revenue, the consumer revenue, or even the ad dollars that makes you as excited as it used to. Maybe legacy media players see it as an opportunity, but a lot of them don't have much money right now either.